Hello everyone, we're set to bring you another edition of the Palm Beaches TV Watch Party series. I'm your host Theo Dorsey, and today we're keeping it local in honor of Green Friday. Let's shop some small businesses offering truly one-of-a-kind items, not those mass-produced gifts.
You're tuned into Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm Jacqueline Journey, and we're here on Worth Avenue in Palm Beach at a very special location where luxury meets sustainability and innovation and excellence are the standards. It's Jewelmer. We're here with Glenn, a partner at Jewelmer. And Glenn, before we take a look at all of these gorgeous jewels, I know everyone will be really interested in a little history of the company. You've really combined luxury, sustainability, innovation. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'd be happy to. So this is the Pinctada maxima gold lip oyster. And this is a oyster that is one of the most fragile that produces the South Sea pearls. And so in the South Seas, you have the whites from Australia, you have, as you move north, the Tahitians, and then when you get to the island of Palawan, you find this oyster. And my partners, Jock Branilak and Manuel Coanco, set out to save the reef and save the oyster because the cyanide fishing, the dynamite fishing, and the chop and burn were literally destroying the ecosystem that the oyster can survive in, and many other things as well. So in the last 44 years, they've been successful in doing that. They've been knighted by France for their efforts. We're members of the Blue Pledge with the United Nations. We were Sustainable Company of the Year in Asia in 2019. So the oyster is getting the benefit of that. It's a wonderful endeavor. So this is our little friend, and this is a 5-year-old oyster. And you can tell a lot about the oyster by the rings on the shell. Now this has obviously been polished, and we do clean oysters during their lifetime, but then after the oyster passes, we polish this so you can see the rings. And when the ring is gold, that means that the oyster was happy. It was a good time for it, meaning the pH, the temperature, and the food supply were good. When it was white, it was challenged. So for example, with the global warming that's occurring right now, it changes the pH and the shells become more soft. And so what does that mean? That means that the fish can bang on the shell, basically break the shell, and then suck the oyster out, which, is food. So it's one of those things, but the protection for the oyster is the environment.
Now, if someone is looking at purchasing, for example, one of these gorgeous golden South Sea pearls, what should they be looking for? What are the characteristics that they should be grading it upon?
Well, with all gemstones, there's different factors. And so with the pearl, first I want to tell you that everything that we sell in our pearls at Jewelmer are non-treated. So this is the way that the pearl came from the oyster. There's no additives or polishing or anything like that. It's basically cleaned with clear water. We drill it if we're going to string it or mount it. And that's the only treatment that we do is the drilling. So we certify our pearls. But the 5 factors that we grade pearls with are the size, the shape, the color, the luster, and the skin. And so when you look at a pearl like this, for example, you can see that it's the way the nacre coating has been laid down by nature is perfect. There's no blemishes in this particular pearl. The luster is gorgeous, and of course it's a gorgeous golden color.
From polished pearls to artisan goods, we're headed to a waterside farmers market in Lake Worth Beach, Florida, featuring some 80 vendors that offer the freshest fruits, vegetables, baked goods, and special delicacies.
The Palm Beaches is known as a great place to relax and reset, and eating right to fuel your body plays a big part.
We're kicking off our wellness journey here at the Lake Worth Beach Farmers Market, where I am going to make a salad using only ingredients that we find right here. Are you ready to do this? Let's go.
I'm here with Dr. Don Sherling, who is on a mission to make it easier for people to heal their bodies through food.
I am a doctor. I became a patient, and I went to Italy, and then I realized things were different there.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how can I do things differently here and see if it makes a difference in how I'm feeling?
That's what I found, is that the local food is better for our body. And so that's what you found too.
If you're eating local, if you're eating whole foods, you just tend to be healthier and live longer.
It's really incredible. Are you pretty much of a purist when it comes to what's in a salad?
I start out a purist, and by the end of the week, I'll throw in whatever's left in the refrigerator.
Like it? You ever do a little carb with the salad?
Definitely.
You're the experts on the bread, right? Ooh.
Yeah, or bread.
You're the nuts guy?
Yeah, I'm the nuts guy.
You're the nuts guy? What would you put? Would you do a little walnut in the salad? Hey, hi.
Doing it. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Should we get some actual
Let's get some vegetables.
for the salad?
Oh, look at this little, look at that little cutie. A little strawberry.
Giant cucumber?
Grab a giant cucumber.
Okay.
I like that. That's a big,
Okay,
that's one of
we
the
have a
largest cucumbers I've ever seen.
cucumber.
Oh, wow. Those are really good. All right, what do we got here? No, you just, you tap them.
No.
No, that's a joke, I know. Goat. Ooh, a little goat cheese in there? Now
I
you're
could see
talking.
that.
I could
I could
totally
see
see that. I think we have got a haul here.
We do.
Only thing missing is a bowl. Because we're about to create some magic. And we're gonna see who,
Taste test.
yeah.
All right. I'll
Gotta
cut.
loosen up the chef's elbow. Right there. You're really going for this, huh? You know, there's no prize at the end of this.
That's beautiful.
You know what that is? That is the sound of success. Yours looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Mine is a little messy, but it's indicative of my personality. Right? It's fresh, it's tasty. I'm not even gonna lie. You nailed it. I don't want to cop out here, but I think it's a draw.
Oh.
I do.
That's pretty nice.
The Oceanside Farmers Market is happening now through the end of April, and you can find it under the overpass at A1A and Lake Avenue in Lake Worth Beach. Be sure to stop by and support your local entrepreneurs. Finally, let's visit a local furniture store to find out the story behind some uniquely amazing handcrafted pieces.
I'm heading to Mario Lopez Torres Furniture, a shop that sells one-of-a-kind handcrafted pieces that are made by Mario himself. We have a lot of animals. Yes, it's a big theme. We got elephants, jaguars, like Lion Country Safari, but with a furniture store. It's very cool.
Mario Lopez Torres, he's a Mexican artist. He was influenced by a lot of different arts since he was really young. And when he was 20 years old, he got really interested on the metal handling art. And so that's how his art a little bit comes through.
Gotcha.
All of these designs are originally by him. All of our pieces have a metal structure,
Gotcha.
and then it's all woven on a reed that comes from the bottom of a lake where he is now, actually.
Wait, all of this comes from the bottom of a lake?
Yes.
In Mexico?
Yes.
Whoa, well,
Yeah.
you threw me on that one. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So does he source the materials?
Yes, so they actually just take it out of the lake. He's working with like more than 20 families that lives with him in his town, because it's like a little town of like 4,000 people. And so they all work together. The natural color is green. And that's when it's malleable to put it all together. So as soon as they take it out, they need to start like woven everything to the metal structure of the piece. And with time, it will dry out.
Okay.
And this is the color actually that the piece will turn to.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So all of this is natural. It's not
Yes.
manufactured this way. That's the color we get. You have what I would consider an art piece.
He considered himself a furniture maker, but we're like, he's an artist.
He's an artist. Is the inspiration, I guess, just his surroundings, right? Just where he's
Exactly, just where he's from. Lady Katrina is like a Mexican icon, so it's I think it's a really unique piece because it represents like El Día de los Muertos. That is a very important thing in Mexico.
Well, that's a wrap. With the abundance of amazing entrepreneurs open for business in the Palm Beaches, we encourage you to think global and act local this Green Friday. To watch the full episodes of any of the shows featured today, visit the video on demand section at thepalmbeaches.tv. As always, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Theo Dorsey, and I'll see you next week.